Before we get started, a word of caution. Any and all information in this video is deemed to be true and accurate at time of recording. However, real estate is finicky and can change from day to day, month to month, year to year. So check with your local real estate agent, check with me, to find out the most up-to-date, accurate information. I hope you get some value out of this video, and without much further ado, Emmanuel and I are going to check you out on the other side. Welcome back to another video. My name is Jorge De Jesus, your Katy Realtor, and today we're breaking down Bear Creek Elementary by the numbers and a few other items. This is one of the few schools actually that's in Houston. It's still part of the Katy Independent School District. However, it does have a Houston, Texas address. I am in the Sarah app, the school assignment by residential address, and over here you can toggle to see what schools, junior highs and high schools are in that area. That way you can see any overlap in assignment. But if you have a specific address, I would encourage you to use this search bar. That's a tremendous tool. It'll tell you everything you need to know. And if you're not certain if the school is even in the Katy Independent School District, it'll tell you if you're out of district and what district you actually would be zoned to in that address. Or I also recommend going to har.com, which is Houston Association of Realtors, kind of like a main database of like homes that are for sale, for lease. It's homesandrentals.com, har.com, and you'll see the homes that are near that school that are for sale, homes for rent, and neighborhoods that are in and around that assignment area. Okay, so I want to also pop in here and give you a few of the numbers for Bear Creek Elementary as well. So Bear Creek Elementary, Cougars. 2021, 751 students, a 14-to-1 student to teacher ratio, 29% math proficiency, and 38% reading proficiency. Student to teacher ratio is a great ratio. If you stay in the 16 and 17 and under. The rank for Bear Creek Elementary, 3,335th in Texas and 31st in the entire district as far as elementary schools go. Okay, and then one last thing we want to look at is the niche page for the school. Niche gives it an overall grade of B. The real reason I look at niche is this bottom part here for the reviews. That way you get a first-hand account of some of the things that people like, dislike, what have you. I have no biases whatsoever. I'm just presenting this, so I don't really contribute to this, but it's good to know what's on the mind of parents, teachers, other staff, neighbors, things of that nature. So that way you get a good picture of it, because I can show you numbers all day, but that doesn't really tell you the story about where the kids are going to school. I will tell you, as far as living in the area, it's not like some of the other schools that I've shown you that are in like bedroom communities, meaning there's more houses, there are more and more communities and less commercial space. Here it's a good balance, because you're in the Houston area. You're going to be closer to a lot more commercial space and a lot more rental space by way of apartments. I tell you this not because I'm guessing, but because I've lived in the area and I also work in this area, so I have a good sense of what's going on in these areas. Not a lot of reviews for this particular home, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, Facebook is always a good place to start whenever you want to ask these questions. There are certain groups, and there's going to be specific groups for these specific schools. Just remember that when you get somebody's opinion on something, it's always going to have some sort of bias one way or the other. So, you know, take it how you will. Hope this has been helpful in one way or another. And I hope to hear from you and see you here in the Katy, Texas area. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts to making it all the way through to our video. If you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us figure out what kind of content to make, what not to, whenever you like, whenever you get notifications and things of that nature. And then we hope that we are able to provide you, myself and my son included, all the value you need to buy, sell, rent, lease a home. And if you're ever in the Katy area, please drop us a line. Our contact information is going to be down below. We'd love to work with you.